What's up, MPX addicts, and welcome to the MPX Rehab. I'm your host, the hashtag Certified Mark J. Williams, here with my co-host, as always,
the voice of the MPX addicts, Kyle Smith.
Doesn't it feel just better to be saying that?
No, it doesn't.
But last week was MPX's Way of the Warrior, and, well, definitely a hell of a show.
Yeah, it was. It was a great card, great layout, matches were on fire. Everyone, I don't know, it was weird. I don't know if the wrestlers felt it, I don't know if the rest of the addicts felt it, but it was like a different atmosphere. Like, everyone wanted to do amazing. Like, it was very weird. It's one of the cards lately that everyone was just on, and everything flowed right, everything went great. Like, it was a very good night for MPX.
Yeah, no, it was a good night and hell of a show. I mean, we started the night off with Dmitry Alexandrov taking on the buzzard Tommy Bolton, and, well, the Bear Fighter was in no mood to...
You're not going to do it?
What?
No.
No.
No. Oh, okay.
I got 6 months and then I have to deal with that kind of thing all the time.
Don't you deal with that already with morning sickness and shit?
No, she never had it.
Okay.
It was never a problem, actually. But,
until now.
It's like you're 6 in the morning.
But that's why you need a mic.
No.
Little things like that.
But, this match, just to start with, honestly, I like Tommy Bolton being more at MPX, and that's actually why I'm very kind of glad that he's at the MPX, Mr. MPX tournament next week. But this match, holy crap!
It was as physical as I thought it would be, even then some. And this is technically the first time we've seen Dmitry kind of since his loss to Kid Bandit. Letting our title go elsewhere. Way to go, Dmitry. Fail.
He's gonna hit you.
Yeah, I know. I didn't say the C word, so I'm okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe you shouldn't have a mic.
Yeah.
But no, this match was very good. Again, anytime we see Bolton, I'm super excited because he's kind of like Locke was when we first started seeing Locke. He's just a physical presence that every time he's in the ring, you know it's going to be a good match. Yeah,
no, it was definitely actually a lot like Locke, in which, you start, first couple of times we saw him, really didn't feel like there was a whole lot to him. I mean, he had a moniker, starting out, the Buzzard and everything like that, but we really didn't get to see a whole lot of what he brought as a character as well as a wrestler. And now that we've got more of him, now that he's, that was another thing I loved about this week. There were so many promos.
Yes.
So many promos, and I loved it. But
use that Addicts page wrestlers. The vignettes and the promos are amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, if you're not going to be sharing outward anyway, at least make promos to entertain the rest of us.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's like the promo he did and seeing his character work, he has gotten just like, honestly, he is definitely going to be one of the contenders for debut of the year, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he's been here before, but come on. This is where he's really gotten his...
Not in 2022, I don't think. Has he?
He was the sixth Tommy that we could never remember.
No.
Yeah.
Well, therefore, if we don't remember, therefore it doesn't count.
Yeah,
so,
okay, yeah. So
2022 debut of the year.
Although, I'm pretty sure I know who's going to win that.
Oh, I'm sure you do. But every time we say that, we're always wrong, so...
Yeah, that's true.
Exodus should have been Wrestler of the Year.
Nope. I mean, I'm not mad that Dmitry won it.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Exodus should have been Wrestler of the Year. Best Picture should have been Tag Team of the Year.
Yeah, we can't go that far, but...
You said it yourself.
Best Picture definitely should have been Tag Team of the Year.
But, just with all of this
Red's
stuff.
got a big family. Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
Before that.
Yeah.
Leave you alone.
But yeah, this match, like you said, it was extremely physical. We got to see, the cockiness of Tommy Bolton get shoved down his throat real quick as Dmitry was in no mood to play games.
Yeah, and it's amazing. Those headbutts are just, god damn, Tommy Bolton.
He wears the shirt that says King of Headbutts.
Man, they fucking look like they are brutal as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely enjoyed it, and I like I said, I think going in, we kind of knew, okay, Dimitri's going to get his win back or whatever. I think it was the promo afterwards that kind of shocked me a little bit. One is we don't get a lot of wrestlers talking on the mic after a win. And then also Dmitry saying he wants his Addicts or the Prospect title back. And pretty much laying out the challenge whenever Kid is available. whenever that is, that he wants a shot. And you keep doing wins like this, he definitely is probably number one contender.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, definitely.
I know we don't have rematch clauses here at MPX, but if he proves it, why not?
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, honestly, it's like, this is a much more vicious side of Dmitry Alexandrov that we really haven't seen in a while. Not since, Isaac Mazer and Sky de Lacrimosa brought it out of him.
I was going to say, are you saying it's excessively?
Yeah, excessively
a little bit.
I mean, hell, we had like all the Texas chapter at
Yeah, pretty much. All of XV was in the building that night, and they played a hand later on.
Oh, yeah.
Minus Dimitri, but, we'll talk about that later.
I almost, it's like if it weren't for the fact that I have other expectations, I almost expected Dimitri to be part of that,
Yeah, I did too, and then I guess we'll go ahead and talk about it. It doesn't, while yes, it's all of XV and I would love it, it kind of doesn't make sense for Dimitri to be out there. Dimitri hasn't had a run-in with Brick yet.
Yeah.
Silver and Sky have a purpose to cost Brick. Dimitri doesn't, other than the fact, my friends hate him, so I should hate him too, which, okay, fine. You could go that way.
Yeah.
But the fact they didn't, I think I'm okay
there's
with.
also the whole thing of, he's wanting to go on a tear and everything like that, and if the bear fighter wants to prove himself.
No. Shh. No.
I'm sorry, that would be an awesome
Brick
match.
is an angry man right now. I don't wish that upon Dimitri.
I know, but at the same time, that match would be epic.
That match would be amazing, but again, that Brick's a little pissed off. I wouldn't poke that bear. I would not do that.
That's the point of the bear fighter. Poke the bear, fight the bear, beat the bear. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
Then after that, we had Matt Locke, also, fresh off a big loss, taking on a bird himself.
Is it a big loss, or is it?
It was
kind
his
of like
best
a stabbing?
friend.
No, we all know his best friend was Dylan Smasher,
who I hope gets better soon because we desperately need another face tag team.
Not even that. I like Smasher. I would love to see.
Too.
I think I'm the opposite. I don't want to see them come as tag team. I would love to see Smasher as just a top monster heel.
Yeah, that would.
Because I think Smasher could do it.
At the same time, we've already got Brick, so
Yeah, but you could always have two.
True.
I mean, the Crypt was technically 3.
Yes, but they were
okay. Two and a half. I understand Silver's a half, but still.
I was gonna say they were a monolith though, so.
But no, I would love to see Smasher back. But no, Locke and Eagle, two competitors that on paper I didn't necessarily really look forward to, but Eagle impresses more and more every time, which is probably annoying. Because the very first time he had such fanfare and I just wasn't impressed, and now I've actually seen what people were talking about. I'm like,
yeah,
all right, yeah, he's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, it's annoying, but he's good. And then Locke, again coming out in the tights and being Locke again, which is always great. That's
the new music is actually pretty sick too.
See, and I was upset. It's the All-Star.
Yeah, but now it's okay.
I understand it's more him. This is Locke. The gear, the wrestling, the music. This is Matt Locke. This is what he wants.
Yeah. And he's dropped some of the happy-go-lucky parts of the character that he had started to build.
All-Star was great. It's kind of like Tatum. Tatum can never lose Welcome to the Party. He tried, and it didn't work.
But then he lost it again just when he lost the title.
Yeah. So that's why you change your music, you lose the title.
But actually, that's one of the things about this that I'm absolutely loving is the fact that it's like I remember, a couple months ago, Matt Locke was one of the most, hated heels at MPX and everything
we've
like
said that before. We're like, if you would have ever told us Locke would be the top guy and top face in MPX, we would have said, hey, you're fucking stupid. Yet here we are, and he is.
No, and he's a fantastic face too. It's like right now, I think him being a more somber face, I guess you could say.
Well, that's the thing. I think he's a fantastic face because in the end, he hadn't changed anything. Yeah. He doesn't slap hands with the fans. He's not high-five them. He comes out. He gets in the ring.
He shakes hands.
When?
He was shaking everybody's hand.
Yeah, to prove
everybody
a point.
Shakes hands
to prove
with the All-Star.
To prove a point that Aaron Eagle should have shook his hand. But when he first came out, he did not.
No, true.
He had that same cocky, I'm gonna fuck someone up attitude.
Well, I don't know
that
if
we
it's
get from
cocky.
Locke.
Just it's like Aaron Eagle was the target.
Yeah.
So,
But it is. Like I said, yeah. If you would have said months ago, Locke would have been our top face, I'd been like, no way. How could they do that? Here we are, and they've done it really well.
yeah.
I am curious. I wish we would have got it last week. Hopefully we get this week. But just some interview with Mikey B. Just that whole explanation to continue the story. I mean, let's be honest. At least us and what we think. We know why, but I want to hear it. I want that story to continue.
Yeah.
And it's something that, okay, we didn't get it the very next week, I guess, but it just, the longer you wait, the more people don't care about it anymore.
That is true. That is true. But I'm pretty sure we'll get something out of it soon.
I'm hoping we get something, even if it's not at fucking Saturday night on MPX Addicts page. Again, wrestlers, use that page.
Yeah.
Do your vignettes, do your promos. It's great. But yeah, I like I said, I just want that story to continue, and that's kind of what this match felt like. Is it's a continuation to that story. Like if it would have happened where Mikey's music hit, Locke got distracted, Eagle won, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because again, it's kind of continuing a story, but this was Locke kind of just come out on his own, being the Locke that we all originally knew. And then, I don't want to say destroy Eagle, but did win.
He took out his aggression on
exactly.
Eagle.
So it's just one of those where I want that story to continue with Locke and Mikey B, and then we didn't. There was really nothing to it.
Yeah.
Locke didn't say anything. Mikey didn't say anything. It just it was left alone.
Yeah. Honestly, I think with a lot of what was going on, there was a lot that they were just like, okay, we're just going to go out there and have really good matches.
Yeah.
Because from what I heard, there was a few things missing backstage.
Was there?
Yeah. But
What do you mean people, not things?
Daddy Dick Mountain.
Yeah. But yeah, it was okay. I thought you meant like things are missing. I was like, whoa, hold up. That's actually a serious thing.
No.
Okay, people. Yeah, people are missing. That's fine. Because again, I think that's.
I mean, Matthew Palmer was off getting, killed by Keith Lee, which we'll talk more about that later.
And Swerve.
It
was Swerve and Glory. It was not just Keith Lee.
Well, all the videos you see are of Keith Lee killing Matthew Palmer. So.
The video I saw was the fucking rebound powerbomb Palmer did the Swerve, which was fucking beautiful.
Wrestling Revolver does not contribute to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on After Dark.
But and I think that's part of the thing is knowing that after the fact. I think I was more proud of the roster for sticking to the times and doing their job, and because I love the Pruitts. They saved MPX. They are great. They're not necessarily wrestling minded at the moment. They're learning, but they're not wrestling minded. Technically, there was not a wrestling minded leader back there except for the roster themselves, and the roster themselves did very well.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like there are definitely locker room leaders. You got Sky and Jason who've been there forever. You've got Dimitri who has become a locker room leader back there.
Can I say Jason's a leader? Silver, I love you because I know someone's going to clip it and send it to you. But no.
They're going to clip that part out.
Probably. But that's the thing is, yes, this locker room has been around for a while. They know each other. They're there for each other, and they know what to do. I think that is what makes MPX kind of good. Production! That's what makes MPX kind of good is that, they know what to do. They are professionals.
Yeah, and actually that really was one of the good parts. But speaking of Jason Silver, we had actually an interesting singles match. Felt like kind of a preview of what we're going to see at the Mr. MPX tournament next week.
Maybe.
As Jason Silver, the Immortal, took on the rugged Gabe Wilder with Hilda out there.
Yes.
Hilda was not quite so happy with...
she got a little punch in the face,
Yeah, well, there's also the whole,
It happens. She's used to taking shots in the mouth. It's okay. It's all right. No?
No.
You're not going to fall for it?
No.
But no, that's what happened. Gabe nailed her in the mouth. No?
No.
No, that's not. Oh,
No.
okay.
No.
I'm just saying.
No. Not doing it. But I was more talking the fact that she got told that she's not a princess.
Well, yeah, and that's, poor Tommy lost his kingship only after a week. How dare England say you can't be king? That's just rude.
Yeah.
But I think that it's something we'll get into it later, but I do like and granted I may be making up in my head, but I like that little storyline of the demise of Tommy Brents. Lost the Addicts title, lost the tag title, lost the kingship. Very well might lose Mr. MPX if he doesn't win the tournament. Like,
Yeah.
we are seeing kind of the demise and destruction of Tommy Prince right now.
But that's actually one of the things that made tonight a little last week a little confusing to me, because Jason Silver
Because XP won.
Jason Silver beat Gabe Wilder, and it not quite handily, but still was able to overcome Gabe.
There's an assist to Hilda there
And
somewhere.
and then with the match later on, that was like, it didn't really. Things didn't add up for me.
Yeah, there are some booking things a little weird. That one didn't bother me as much. The main event, it's a catch-22 for me, and we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
But no, I think having Silver pick up this one is kind of good, because again, it also leads to Mr. MPX and kind of the confusion of we have 8 competitors. And I mean, no disrespect to a couple of them, but 6 of them are legit. Oh, they could be Mr. MPX, and that's fine. So yeah, I think
2 of them feel almost like filler.
I know,
which of course means one of those 2 are going to be the winner. And
Oh,
we're
probably.
gonna be completely swerved here.
Probably, because that's what happens.
Yeah.
But no, and that's the thing. Silver and Gabe, the chemistry is there, and it's one of those where we make a lot of jokes about Silver, but hands down, you put him against anyone, and it's usually good. And same with Gabe. Gabe has been in there with some people that you did not think would be well, and Gabe pulls it out. So having them go at it was great. It's almost like Silver and Schaefer last week. How you just put those 2 together, and it's going to be good.
Oh yeah.
And it's same with Gabe and Silver. Put on a great match. Again, anytime one of them are in the ring, it's physical as fuck. Or, sorry, rugged as fuck.
Built for war.
It was good. I liked it. I enjoyed the fact that Hilda was out there with Gabe as opposed to just being with Tommy. Getting that more interaction, that more managerial role with the boys and not just Tommy. I thought it was great.
Yeah. But then, we also had the MPX Addicts Championship match, which I'm really interested to see where this is going to go, because Casey beat the Puerto Rican juggernaut, Angel Camacho. But,
Well, and Angel wasn't alone.
yeah.
That was a little shocking, so to speak, just for the fact that anytime we've seen the Camachos, they are by themselves, I know it's one of the few stables, at least in the area, that they don't all necessarily travel together.
Yeah.
And if they do, they're not out there really supporting or helping each other. It's that kind of old school Japan approach. Yeah, we're a stable, but everyone's on their own.
Yeah.
Unless it's the tag match. So having Ocho out there with Angel was definitely interesting.
It was good to see him, if nothing else.
It was great to see him, and it was great to see Angel. It's just one of those where, hopefully, given what happens later on, we are seeing more of them.
Yeah.
But it was a little weird at first because, like I said, Angel's kind of come in, and he may not have a win-loss record, but he dominates.
Yeah.
Like, I think the biggest one that
Well,
sticks
I think
in
he
everyone's...
dominated with this one, too, because
Well, he
like I
did.
said, he may have lost the match, but after Ocho got involved at post-match,
See,
I'd say that Casey's the one who got dominated.
Well, yeah, and...
You could have at least taken him to fucking get her first. God.
Yeah, that too.
Don't know where to go from that.
Neither do I.
But that's the thing is, like I said, like, Angel's one of those that he doesn't necessarily need someone. So having Ocho out there I thought was a little weird, especially given Angel's presence at MPX, so to speak. So now if it turns into a, hey, the Camachos are coming to dominate, cool.
I'm totally cool with that.
But
yeah.
if it wasn't for that, if it's just for Angel to keep continuing a feud with Casey to get the Addicts title, seems a little weird.
That is true.
But again, love seeing Ocho, love seeing Angel. Destruction afterwards I thought was good. I thought Casey did better, so to speak, than he did last week. We talked about with him and Kari, where just something seemed off and they weren't
Energy
into
was
it.
lower. Yeah.
And Casey came out and he was Casey. Like, he came out.
This was very much on top of his game and ready to go. And, you know, it's like with Ocho being out there and what he was doing, honestly, I'm actually kind of wanting, not even, you know, it's like if we continue the thing with Angel, that's one thing and that'd be really cool. But I'm kind of hoping Ocho goes for it next.
That would be good. And just, you know, have Casey run through the Camachos. There's 3 others in there.
I don't think he's going to run through the third of the rest. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's like you got Zarek, Onyx, and Emmy.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking about her. But yeah, no, I like her.
Emmy. Yeah,
I wasn't even thinking about her, but I like her.
Yeah.
She's good.
But so he's like, I don't know, maybe if we get Zarek and Onyx in as well, having the UFC as a dominant faction in MPX would be really, really cool.
It would be.
It's only like I've been saying that for what, 2 years?
Yeah. But it is one of those things where it is, the dominant faction's kind of lacking, so to speak. I mean, we've got Sons of Mayhem.
Especially with what happened after.
Which, I mean, R.I.P. Kirby. Should they be Sons of Mayhem anymore? Are they not Sons of Griffey now? Like, are they not under that full tutelage?
No, I think it's the whole thing of, you know, he became Mr. Mayhem under J.D. Griffey.
Which
so
is
therefore,
true.
if they want to be the true Sons of Mayhem,
Yeah.
et cetera, et cetera. It's a stretch, but it's there.
But I mean, we did see how, you know, it's Red's kind of gotten used and depended on Big Jake or Nick or whoever on the outside.
Yeah, because
we saw that constantly.
He came out all alone this last week, and he took on Sky de Lacrimosa, and you know that whole, you know, we're gonna destroy and defeat everybody. Hey, we beat this guy, and we did this, and we did this.
Well, to be fair, he has beat Sky.
He has beat Sky.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones they took out was Sky.
Yeah, no, he didn't beat him though. He lost that match.
I thought he did.
No, they lost that match DQ.
Okay.
Yeah. But, you know, it's like, so, you know, Sky beating him since there was no Jake and no Nick or anything like that to
Which I did,
back him up.
I mean, I did like that constant Red pulling Nick aside, thinking Jake was there, or yelling, Jake, help, and Jake ain't there.
Yeah. It just goes to show
he
that,
was
you
at
know,
Disney or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
some kind of castle or another. I don't know.
yeah, somewhere.
But yeah, it's like Sky de Lacrimosa, just the Texas Chainsaw running through Red Chambers. You know, when you got a...
Can you say run through?
Yeah.
Well, I get that, but Red gave some. There was a chance where you actually thought Red was getting it.
Was he though?
Yeah, maybe. But no, this is another one that on paper you're like, yeah, whatever, but it turned out really well.
Oh yeah, no.
And like I said, I think the added storyline of Red constantly looking and yelling for Jake or Nick or whoever and wasn't there, and then that kind of leads to the question: is this how upset and disappointed is Jerome right now?
Yeah.
Like he expects. We've talked to Jerome before. If you're gonna align yourself with Jerome and be considered one of his, he wants better than your best. He wants to see that potential fulfilled and then some. And Red hadn't done that. So is it something where he's going to take it out on Red? Is he going to take it out on all 3 of them because they weren't there to help Red? Like I'm interested to see where that goes to.
Yeah. Then we had the second match with the boys as the Mad Prince took on Mr. Legs, Hilda being out there still, and
Hilda or Hilda?
Oh, they were both out there.
I knew Randy was a cross-dresser. Just telling you.
It's not Randy. It's Hilda.
No, that's Randy.
It's Hilda.
Yeah, that's his alter ego. It's his drag name.
Dude, it's 2022. You can't. No judging.
You can have a drag name. I'm not judging. You can have a drag name.
Do you have one?
God, no. Can you imagine me in dress and heels? It would not work.
You never.
First of all, I'm already 6'5". Heels is not going to work.
You never know.
I know that's your ex.
I wasn't going to say. I was like, what the fuck? At least go Kylie or something. Fuck. No, say my ex's name. Yeah, that's good.
Kylie's a hot name.
So back to the show at hand.
Do you know a not hot Kylie?
I've never met one besides
Minogue?
Jenner, and I don't think she's that hot.
Minogue.
Okay, touche.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Dinner.
Again, not that hot.
Yeah,
This
but
is supposed to be after dark shit. What the fuck?
yeah, I know. It's like why are we off on this tangent?
Yeah, there's
But-
only 5 people. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not my fault.
But
True.
yeah, it's like this is the one where it got a little confusing for me because like I said, Mr. Legs, the Mad Prince, and
We'll go outside.
it's like it looked like at the beginning that they're going on the it's like the boys lost the titles, so therefore they're on that downward spiral. But the Mad Prince pretty readily wins this one.
Wouldn't say readily. I think Legs. There was chances where you thought Leg was getting it. Because I think that's the thing. If we look at Legs' career, everyone's kind of written it off. Yet he's pulled out some amazing upsets.
That is true.
And not necessarily that beating Tommy Prince would be an upset, but going into Mr. MPX, it probably would be.
Yeah.
The match was good.
Apparently the Facebook feed crashed. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Facebook. We already pissed off Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Everyone's on Facebook and not on YouTube.
Everyone should go to YouTube. It's way better. I actually see your comments. I don't see Facebook shit.
I don't see any comments today.
Actually, I was going to say, it's like we don't have... I had to reset my phone, so a lot of stuff that we had programmed wasn't programmed.
Yes, technically Tommy is the defending Mr. MPX. When they brought it back, Tommy Prince got it. Mm-hmm. Which was... God, was it last year or was it 2 years ago?
Last year?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But no, this match, again, very good. It's... Thought I'd never say this. It is good to see Legs back. Mm-hmm. It's one of those where not having him, I guess because we got used to it, but not having him a lot anymore, it means something for him to come back. So it's always kind of good, despite how much I hate Randy or Hilda, whoever. Are they theys?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Randy and Hilda.
Yeah, Randy and Hilda, they, okay.
All I know is they're Mr. Legs' two best
Lenny
friends.
is he, right, though?
Yeah, I think Lenny
Okay.
is here. He. But, yeah, so... But, yeah, I wasn't sure whether they were going to, go with the downward spiral or have him,
I still think he can get this win, which he did, obviously, and still go into next week and do a downward spiral. Because next week is the one where if he loses, he's no longer Mr. MPX. He's just Tommy Prince again.
Yeah, losing all the titles.
Yeah, exactly. So it's something I did enjoy, and it's very minor things, but Hilda coming out holding her jaw from the punch
After
from
what
Gabe
happened
earlier.
with-
It's little things like that I love because they're continuing and committing, and they're not just completely forgetting. So I thought that was brilliant. And then there was another close call, if I remember correctly, with Tommy and Hilda. So it's also playing off that of what happened last time. So yeah.
Which kind of makes it almost feel like they're going to be doing a breakup of the boys, which I really... After you just broke up the best friends. You'd only have one other tag team after that point.
And we'll get into it in the preview because I have my ideas and thoughts that I'll talk about later. But say Gabe wins. You don't think we get a happy Tommy to go with Gabe? I feel this part of the boys and they're coming back together and Hilda mending that, I think we could get that. If Gabe was to win Mr. MPX, I think Hilda and Tommy could support that because in the end, Mr. MPX stayed in the family. I could easily see them
really
doing
cool
that.
to have Tommy come out too, Adam.
What, King Nothing? I don't think he likes that, but yeah, like I said, good match with Legs and Tommy. Definitely looking forward to see what the tournament lays out. Because again, we don't know the matches; we just know the participants.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be very interesting. Maybe they do line up again, and if I am doing that, like I said, I think I'm doing the demise of Tommy, and I'm having Legs kind of win. And then Tommy doesn't know what to do, and all of a sudden Hill's like, no, we push Gabe now. Yeah. I think that could work.
Or we could do it as Tommy and Gabe actually make it to the
I
final
was going to
match.
say that was another thing I
Yeah.
was thinking. They're in the
And
finals.
it's the whole thing
But
of-
if you do the finals, they have to split.
Not necessarily, because it could be one of those, it's like they fight to the bitter end. Gabe wins and Tommy does the whole "fuck it, I'm proud of you" thing.
Yeah.
It could work.
It could. I just don't think a little brother would do that.
So you want them to do the Lost Boys thing?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But, then, of course, we had the main event. The Tommy Dean taking on Brick Savage in a no-holds-barred match.
Right, which... What was MPX thinking?
Oh, jeez. We saw Brick bleed.
We did. I didn't know bricks could bleed.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
And
we also saw...
Crap, this match was good.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards? Magic cards? What was
Yu-Gi-Oh.
it?
It was Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay. I don't know. I don't like any of the
Apparently,
three,
it was
so-
actually called End of the Line even, so,
Okay. But yeah, that's one thing I have enjoyed in death matches, because it's very minor, and in the end, in death matches, it doesn't cause a lot of damage, but fans can relate to getting a paper cut.
Yeah.
So doing that, I
Between
thought
the
was
fingers.
good.
Come on, man.
Oh, it used to be Jimmy Havoc used to do manila envelopes between the fingers, the toes, the corner of the lip, the eyelid one time. Like
That one gave
things
me
like
nightmares.
that. Yeah, things like that. Again, it may not cause a lot of damage, but fans can relate to, oh my God, that looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
And this was definitely surprising. Because Brick's been on a tear. Brick has been destroying everyone.
But
And
the win did come with a caveat.
no, it did. It took 3 people to beat Brick.
Yeah. It was legal. There were no DQs
Yeah,
or
no
anything
DQ.
like that because
So-
no holds barred, so therefore
XV took full advantage of that, and you had Sky and Silver seeking retribution and helping their brother get that win.
You know what it reminds me of? Remember Brock Lesnar's first run?
Yeah.
What finally took Brock down even just a peg? The Hardy Boys and chairs.
Yeah. God, that chair shot Jeff gave Brock.
Oh my God!
And he
That
didn't
was-
leave his fucking feet. Oh my God.
Yeah, he went over the rope and backed out, but that was it.
No, that's the thing is, so, like I said, as a fan and loving excessive violence, super happy. But then overanalyzing, overthinking, and overbooking, why? Like this, we have Brick, we're pushing, just done. And it's like, why are we just done?
Personally, my own mindset, I would use this to have Brick, even the odds.
Oh, it is. I am
bring in
100%.
Damo.
I am 100% sure it is going to be Damo Brick versus.
I want the
some
Innocents
form
versus the
of
Lost
XV.
Boys. That would be
Lost Boys, all 3. Who knows? I also still, and again, we teased a little bit, but yeah, I'm super excited to see Brick go against Dimitri. That match would be amazing. Because, like I said before, even though Tommy corrected me, Dimitri's kind of the powerhouse of XV, at least in fans' eyes. So it's one of those where it's, it would be a great matchup. Like I said, it's a little weird. Dimitri wasn't out there. It made sense because he has no beef with Brick at this moment. And again, like I said, as a fan, super excited. Great. All of XV won. My boys won. Yay, that's amazing. My overbooking mind is like, why? Like, we were doing something. It's a lot like Brixton Hardakis. You're pushing Brixton to this great peak, only to have him lose Hardakis in like 5 minutes. Like, it didn't make sense.
I honestly, this one I think is a little different than that was, because that one, the more I look back on it, the more I kind of agree with you. It at least should have gone on longer. Like, Brixton should have kicked out of the first claw slam or something like that. But with this one, Brick had the match won.
Well, no.
He had already done the whole
That
slam
is-
Tommy through the ring.
Yes, and that is true. Is Brick had this one if it wasn't for Sky and Silver. So in that aspect, yes, I get that. But again, it's
I think this could
kinda
actually work pretty well with story.
yeah, and hopefully we'll see. It is something where I'm kind of torn. I think Damo and Brick could be a great tag team here at MPX, but having that big monster heel and Brick singly by himself, that's something MPX needs right now. We don't have that.
But at the same time, if you look at Brick's Facebook, Brick wants the
Brick
tag
does.
team matches, and I'm more than happy to see that
who's
get
gonna
booked.
tell Brick no?
Not anybody who wants to live through the weekend.
Nope. Exactly. So whatever Brick wants, he can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just something where, like I said, it's again, and it's also I talk a lot of shit. What?
Damo and Brick versus all of XV.
That'd be almost even. Damo and Brick are big bad motherfuckers.
Yeah, and in my head I've got William Regal going, War Games.
Yeah, but Damo and Brick at least need one or two more for that.
No, they don't. They've got themselves. They're fine.
But no, I'm saying all this and people are thinking I hate it. I really don't hate it because in the end, like, I'm still holding judgment for the Kid Bandit shit. MPX has never really let me down on stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting to see where it goes. Just again, my overanalyzing, overthinking mind, it's where do we go?
Yeah. And we'll see, honestly, because that could... I don't know, we haven't heard anything about Brick having a match this week on MPX.
No, and that's the thing.
Mr. MPX.
Do you want to be the first person to go after Brick after a loss?
I don't know. But we can see where's this going to go.
Whoever that is. Mr. Loss. Randy. What?
What?
Randy? What?
No, he's busy.
Yeah, next week, though.
Next week?
Yeah, next week.
Next week? Okay.
Randy versus Brick.
But Mr. MPX 2022 this weekend at MPX. This is going to be really interesting. Obviously, first and foremost,
my pick is the Tommy Becker.
Card subject to change.
Damn it.
The Tommy Becker will not be in Mr. MPX tournament this week.
There goes my bracket. Fuck.
But he has been replaced with high stakes Chip Mandalay, who we have said we want to see more of, and we'd like to see him here again at MPX. And I think him getting an opportunity with the Mr. MPX tournament could be good for him.
Could be. I guess we'll see how the draw goes. But I mean, hey, you never. The house always wins, right?
It's just a roll of the dice, man. Yeah. But we're also going to have the leading man, Michael Schaefer, in there, a guy who definitely, at least in his own mind, is already Mr. MPX.
I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, when we break down this more, my two picks, my personal two picks, not knowing anything, Schaefer, because that is a storyline you can continue of him being the leading man with his entourage, being Mr. MPX, going on to do good things, being that monster heel we kind of need. Or, like I alluded to earlier, Gabe. I think Gabe would be wonderful for this just because you have that contrast of him and Tommy. It also keeps it in the family. Like, there's a lot of ways you could go with it.
I mean, it's like, honestly, all of these, make a lot of sense to me. The one I'm actually kind of hoping pulls out a...
Chip made sense to you?
Kind of.
Oh, okay, kind of. Tommy Bolton made sense to you?
Yes, actually. But the one I'm really hoping pulls out the upset win.
Personal fan favorite?
Yes.
Okay.
My hero,
this
Zero.
This is biasness, not your actual thinking.
I have no idea, honestly. It was like, because, there is the whole story with Gabe Wilder and Tommy Prince. But at the same time, that could be thrown completely out the window. We could see both of them eliminated in the first round to continue that downward spiral.
How do you eliminate first round? Oh.
It is a one-night tournament.
I thought you were trying to do a whole double elimination, therefore someone gets a bye. Never mind. I misunderstood you. But that's the thing. We don't know the matches. We don't know the draw. It could be Gabe versus Tommy one-on-one to start.
Yeah.
Prince, not Bolton.
Yeah.
So who knows what the card's going to lay out. If, like I said, to me, there's two things. One, you could have the Mad Prince versus Gabe in the finals, which would be great because they always put on good matches, and it also could be a really good storytelling match. But then you've also got the one where, say, Tommy gets upset in the first round against Legs or Zero or Chip, someone. And instead of being down, him and Hilda put all their focus on Gabe to be sure Gabe wins Mr. MPX. I think that could work too.
Yeah. It's like it could be really interesting. I mean, honestly, it's like yes, there are a couple of people that you look at and go, I don't really think they're gonna take it, but
Chavez has a good
you know,
option.
a lot of the other guys, it's like Mr. Legs winning it could be something we see.
It is,
And it would make sense.
It
wouldn't be
technically would.
it would not be unbelievable.
It wouldn't, just for the simple fact of what Mr. MPX really represents.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that, Legs is probably one of, if not the most constant over acts at MPX.
Mm-hmm.
So it definitely could make sense. But along with that, and what you were alluding to earlier, Zero.
Yeah.
I think, given everything that's happened in the history of MPX, at least for this group of addicts with Zero, him winning would be a great surprise and major upset in a lot of fans' eyes. And that is something going back to when he won the Addicts title.
Yeah.
No one expected it, no one thought it, and it happened. And him winning Mr. MPX, that could happen too. My only thing with that is MPX would have to book him more. Whoever wins Mr. MPX, they got to be there a lot, so to speak.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. When we had Tommy Prince was there a lot, if not all the time.
We could honestly, Zero is there all the time. He's not always booked, but he's always there.
Yeah, but no. I want Zero in the ring.
Same here.
It's one of those where
There's
like
a
I
lot
said-
of guys who are there every week, and I'd love to see in the ring again.
me. I don't want to be in the ring. Too many people hate me. They will hurt me.
Especially after the stuff you've been saying about the boys and Hilda.
What are you talking about? I like the boys in Hilda. I haven't said anything bad about them.
The shot in the mouth.
Oh, because Hilda takes shots in the mouth? She
Uh-huh.
did. She took Gabe's shot to the mouth. I'm just saying. That was an actual fact. See, you're trying to get me in trouble. It was an actual fact. But that's the thing. We look at this, and it's, again, to me, and it's no disrespect to Tommy Bolton or Chip Mandalay, they're the two, I think, are the longest shots, the darkest horses. They are the ones that are not believable enough to me to be Mr. MPX.
I get that, but at the same time, who knows?
No, and and someone else, Silver's on this. Mm-hmm. Silver is one of the pillars of MPX that we always say. He more than rightfully kind of deserves to be called Mr. MPX.
I mean, it's like, we've got the Schaefer and Silver whole factors too. It's like, because, Michael Schaefer, like I said, kind of the character, the leading man, has already kind of in his own head Mr. MPX, I guess you could say. But at the same time, this is one of those things that, he's been tag team champion a number of times.
Yeah.
He was Addicts champion for a cup of coffee. I think actually Zero even held it longer than he did. Because I think he only had it 1 week while Zero had it 2.
Yeah, but Zero had it too without defending it. Does that
That's
really
true.
count?
That's true.
Okay.
But at the same time, I'm not talking defenses. I'm talking, because they all both lost it at the first defense.
Yeah.
I'm talking for
I know, you're the
length
one
of
who
time.
does the whole asterisk of Dave was actually the real champion even though it was during COVID. Brent has that record, right?
No. It's like we're talking. Yeah, it's like we're talking length of time. Yes, Dave beats Brent, but if we're talking amount of defenses, Brent beats Dave.
Yeah.
If we're talking overall, Izzy's got them all beat. So
Yeah, that's true. And these addicts don't remember that.
no, they don't.
I don't even think any of these addicts were there.
God.
I'm actually really curious how many addicts have actually been to the old.
Yeah, I was gonna
building.
say is like how many old building addicts do we have? I mean, I don't know if we have any that watch it. Were there that are watching us, but
Yeah, not necessarily watching the network, actually being at that building.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll ask that question online later.
There we go.
But yeah, it's like Michael Schaefer. Him getting this would be another accolade that he could add to his list.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think. Oh, he was prospect champion as well. But that one, that's
The only thing that eludes him is the title.
Yeah, the main title. So
and
maybe if he
that's-
wins Mr. MPX, especially if they're going to, like I've been told, possibly treat it like the King of the Ring, maybe he'll get that shot after he wins Mr. MPX.
I hope so. It should. It's one of those where it's. Say Schaefer was to do this. Say Schaefer gets the Mr. MPX. he gets the title. Other than the Rumble, that's all he would need to literally be able to do everything. Not even Dave or Casey or anyone else can say that.
Yep, that is the one thing Dave's missing at this point.
So is Dave come in and surprise us and take out Chip or something?
I would love it.
We all would, but let's be honest.
Yeah,
Dave ain't coming back.
No.
I love Dave Sagan. He ain't coming back.
Not unless there was a, he was already coming down here on business or something like that.
Not even that. He didn't come down to see his best friend win the title. He ain't coming back.
That's because his best friend went up and saw him.
That's true.
But
no, the ghost. He's the friend's dead. The ghost went to Philly.
Yeah, sure.
R.I.P. Tatum. R.I.P. Kirby.
They're not dead.
They are dead.
They're not dead. But those, it's like.
Oh, you said cock. I thought you said cuck. Never mind. Either way, still funny. Still good. Just not what I heard at first.
So, yeah.
This is why we don't give you a
Yeah, Jason Silver winning it would be really cool. I mean, honestly, any of them winning it would actually be cool. I could see it going a whole bunch of interesting places.
Having Silver win it, that gives him everything, doesn't it?
He hasn't been Addicts.
Okay, he hadn't been Addicts. Okay.
Yeah.
Because he's won a Rumble.
Him and Sky are both just missing the Addicts championship.
Sky, Silver, go for the Addicts title.
Ah.
Why, what are you doing? I mean, technically more Silver. He's won a Rumble. Sorry, Sky.
But, so... I'd be really interested to see what would happen if any of them won.
So, yeah, you got Schaefer, Silver, Bolton, Mandalay, Prince, Zero, Wilder, and Legs. Give me, out of those 8, give me your top first-round match that you want to see.
To be perfectly honest, Bolton Wilder.
It's a great one. Zero and Prince.
Also another good one.
Because, again, I kind of want that storyline demise of Prince. And having Zero upset the incumbent Mr. MPX, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, that would actually really be cool.
I don't want to see Zero die the Schaefer. That's what everyone already saw this. That's what everyone thinks. I don't want that.
I agree.
Do that second round or in the finals, but not first.
Yeah. But that'll be, yeah, Bolton Wilder. That's the one, because they're both just heavy hitters, and
they
it would be
will
really
beat the fuck out of each other. I feel bad for whoever actually wins that to have to continue on.
Right?
Like, if that was the first round, if it was Gabe and Bolton, whoever wins that, fucking just give them the tournament. Goddamn.
Right?
Those two men are going to kill each other. God, now I want to see that match. Fuck.
Yeah, it's like, this wasn't booked as a hardcore match. Well, it is now.
Right, it's going to be physical. Sorry. It's going to be rugged as fuck.
It's just going to leave one of them going, what? Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen.
Which one?
We'll see you in a few minutes. Mark out.
Oh, fuck. We have another show.
Yeah, we do.